Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate banana muffins. Oh yeah, I love chocolate, I love bananas, and I love muffins. So put them all together and you have one fantastic muffin. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get baking. First, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 Celsius. Down below in the description box, you will find the ingredients and all of their amounts. 1/2 cup of butter here, and I'm going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds or so until it's melted. And once our butter is melted, I'm going to set this aside for a second and grab a large bowl. And then I'm going to take my 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. And then I'm going to add in that melted butter. And then with a hand mixer, or you could use just your wooden spoon or something, let's cream these together. All right. Add in that vanilla extract. Add in our 1 large egg. And then we will add in our sour cream. Sour cream helps it to be moist. You can leave the sour cream out if you like. It is optional. I would add an extra banana if you don't add the sour cream, or a little bit of whole milk or something like that. Cream those together. And that was 1/2 cup of sour cream. We'll set this aside for now. And then I have these bananas. They're pretty ripe. You could even let them go even more ripe than this. You want to make sure that they're fairly ripe because they'll be a lot sweeter and then they'll be a lot easier to mash. So we'll just peel these bad boys. And there are several ways that you can mash up these bananas. I always use my meat tenderizer. One, because it's fun to use that little tool. It reminds me of like a little dwarven hammer. Little dwarven hammer, you know, you picture like someone like Gimli from Lord of the Rings running around with one of these things and whacking some goblins or something. Anyway, we're gonna mash up these bananas, and you can just pound it or just kind of go in there and smash it together. Different tools and different methods that you can use to mash up the bananas. Do whatever you like the best. If you've ever made a banana bread before, you will recognize the mashing up the bananas. All right, enough mashing. And then we want to just kind of get this all together here. And go right back into our bowl. Into the bowl the bananas go. And then we can turn on our mixer. We don't want to overmix, so just until it's nice and blended. All right, that's good. And since we don't want to overmix, I'm going to not use this hand mixer anymore. And now, what we want to do is we want to take a sifter, and if you don't have a sifter, then just take your bowl of flour. This is 1.5 cups of flour, and or just use a whisk and whisk it up. And then we'll take the 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. You definitely want to whisk up the cocoa powder or run it through a sifter because it tends to get lumpy. And then 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we'll sift this in there. Tapping the sides as needed. Fantastic. And then with a spoon, just come in here and stir this together. Yeah. and just scrape the sides as needed. This silicone spoon that I have is kind of nice because it also can act as a spatula and scrape those sides. And then we want to add our 1 cup of chocolate chips. I have a blend between semi-sweet and milk chocolate. And I'm gonna reserve some left over so I can just sprinkle the tops on. But let's fold those in. This is gonna be like a double chocolate banana muffin. Oh yeah. All right, and now this muffin batter is ready to go. And just a quick note, if these muffins wind up being a little too sweet for you, just reduce the sugar to 1/2 cup instead of 3/4 of a cup. Or if they're not sweet enough, then add some more sugar, go up to a full cup. Now we want to take a heaping tablespoon and put in some batter. Start with about 2/3 full. Make sure to get all of them full first and then come back and top them off. And then once they are all filled up, we'll come back in and we'll put some chocolate chips on top. And you could use white chocolate also if you want a nice little contrast. All right, and then we bake these in the oven, preheated oven, 350 Fahrenheit, 176 Celsius, for about 15 to 20 minutes until when you poke it with a toothpick, the toothpick comes out clean onto that step. And when they come out of the oven, they'll look something like this. Now we just let them cool completely before diving into one of them. Oh yeah. All right, now that they've cooled, I'm gonna grab one of them, open it up. Oh yeah. Take a bite. Mmm. Mmm. Super moist, yummy. All right, the chocolate banana muffins are done. Turned out fantastic, really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into one of these. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab this one right here. Oh. Mmm.